Yo, Marcus, how you been?
What? Why are you talking to me right now?
Just wanted to know where you were is all.
It doesn't really matter to you if I'm doing well or not. My well-being is no longer any of your concern.
Don't be like that. We used to be best friends.
Yeah, we used to be, until you betrayed me.
I told you, I feel sorry for betraying you.
You think that feeling sorry is enough? You can't change the fact that you plagiarized my piece.
You can't say that I plagiarized it, that's not appropriate. We were both working together, it was a book we were both working on.
Yeah, we were working together on it. I was writing the story. You added the graphics to the book. But you betrayed me and took the work as your own to a publication. And so, even it was my work, you became the hit-selling author.
I'm sorry, but I was actually part of the development of the story, so why does it matter?
What?
The graphics were one of the reasons the book sold. How could you bring up something that old and whine about it now? You just wanted the money that badly?
That's not what I'm talking about. It was mostly the story that I wrote. But you sold it as your own. That's literally a crime. After that, I was in treatment for depression. It took me 2 years of rehab.
Really? Wow, great job.
That's why I don't want to talk to you. I thought I blocked your number too.
Oh, come on, let's get along, buddy.
What? Are you being serious right now?
My popularity has started to decline recently. You actually write really good content. So you can write it for me if you want. You know what they say about ghostwriters, they're really popular right now.
Yeah, I don't think so. Why would I ever agree to write them for you?
You know how I'm very talented? That's why I also figured that we should work together. You know, I think it's for your own good. For you to be working for a genius like me.
I don't understand what you're saying.
People who have talent shouldn't have to put in that much effort. That's why I won't put in any effort at all. You should be putting forth everything for me.
I don't get what the hell you're talking about, but I'm writing on my own.
Really? The thing you're writing now, just give it to me. You're just depressed anyway, right? It's not like you can write anything that's worth anything. Someone who's popular like me can turn around and sell things for you. It's going to be worth more anyway.
It's not about the money. And if you want to talk about that, the book you first sold, I literally wrote it. So all of the revenue you gain from those sales, I should receive, right?
See, you are after the money. I'm not giving you shit. You don't have any gift for selling things, sorry to break it to you. Just write for me as a ghostwriter. Work hard, okay? Next time around, I promise I'll pay you something worthy of your work.
I'm gonna pass.
Why? You're just an author who can't sell anything. What are you passing for? Did you write something recently?
Yeah. The Mysterious Child of the Night. I'm sure you've heard of that, right?
What? What are you talking about? Are you just pretending to flex? That book is literally a best hit. It's on everyone's bookshelf around the world. It's been popular since last year. There's even rumors of it becoming a movie. It's just a hit thing, right? So, are you just pretending?
I'm the one that wrote that story.
Bullshit, the name is different.
It's a pen name. If I wrote it with my real name, I knew that you would figure it out in a heartbeat. That's why I write using that name now. And I make sure that they don't use my face. So it's not easy to figure out who it is.
Really? I didn't realize that you worked in the same industry as me. But there's no proof that you're the best hit-selling author.
No one is buying your books, are they, Leonard?
Huh?
I'm asking them. I'm asking all of the bookstores and publishers to stop selling.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm making sure that your books stay off the shelves. Your writing is seriously the comparable to third-grade language arts essays.
Are you seriously making fun of me right now? Copies of my book went crazy long before yours did.
Yeah, you were doing a lot of the illustrations. That's why when you said that you'd help me out as an illustrator, I was actually incredibly happy. That's why I wanted to work with you. I tried my best, but then you went ahead and betrayed me.
I didn't betray you.
Your book isn't selling now, is it? It sold incredibly well at one point, but now not so much. After the second edition came out, none of the publications will even take you, right? You just signed with some big-time companies. That's why you're basically just getting jobs because people pity you.
No, that's not true at all. I get good pay and rights. I'm a great author.
How long did you sign for? 3 years or so?
When I was selling hard, I found this company that brought me the sweetest deals. And that contract is for 3 years.
Then you should be coming up on your contract term, right?
Yeah, but there's still talk about potentially getting a new contract. I'm not done yet.
I already talked to your company. I told him to cut your contract early.
Huh?
If you hadn't contacted me out of the blue, I was gonna really squeeze you slowly to choke you, but man, I'm just not good at this kind of thing, huh? I just really want to see you eat shit.
Hey, my publication just contacted me. They said my contract is up this month?
That was sooner than even I would have expected.
What the hell? My career is completely screwed thanks to you!
Career? You really didn't have a career to begin with, Bal.
What? I was a big-time author! I was even on TV!
Yeah, I remember. That's why my next piece has talked about becoming a movie before I even release it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
That story I wrote last time. It was a story about how I felt and what I went through when I was depressed. But this time around, I wrote about why exactly I became depressed to begin with. I didn't spare any details.
Why you became depressed?
Yeah. About how I trusted a friend. And I was betrayed, leading me down a spiral into depression.
I can't believe you, but you didn't write about the plagiarism, did you?
Ah, you do agree then that it was plagiarism.
You didn't write it, did you?
Who knows? I didn't add your name to it if it makes you feel better. It is a fictional story anyway.
Even if you don't use my name, you didn't write about my books or any of its titles, right?
Your book? You don't have any books or titles that are your own, right?
Hey. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. What do you want from me? Is it money you want?
I have plenty of money coming in, actually. I'm not struggling at all.
What is it then? Do you want an apology? I'll apologize to you. Just please don't take my career from me. It's in a place that I've finally really been able to call comfortable.
I think you use the wrong method to find your calling, pal. Besides, no matter the case, even if I didn't say anything about trying to get your contract terminated early, you would have ran out early next year anyway. The things that you write aren't really interesting to anyone at all, so they don't sell either.
But if you write a book like that, then my other friends and my family will all find out about it. And they won't trust me at all. I just want to avoid that at all costs. By the way, I don't know if it's a movie or a drama, but
I'm gonna accept the offer to make it into a series or movie. People who don't read my book will probably still know about my story.
Wait, hang on! I'm finally able to brag to my parents about how I'm doing. Please think about my well-being too.
You stabbed your friend in the back. How can you talk about feelings? You were selling as a best-selling author for 3 years when you were on TV and social media. You should be thanking me.
Fine, I'll give you my status. I'll give you all of it, so please don't publish on me. Please, I'm begging you. I'm really sorry. I'll give you at least half of all royalties from publishing.
Half? That's not gonna be enough.
Huh?
I'm gonna be formally suing you.
Suing? What are you talking about?
You stole my story from me. Then you went ahead and made all of your fortune off of it. I'm gonna be suing you for plagiarism. I'm gonna be receiving a hefty amount of pay for it too. Imagine me going public and publishing at the same time. I can only imagine how popular my book is gonna be when I sell.
Please stop. Why would you do this to me? What did I do to you?
Huh? Wait, the person who has the talent shouldn't have to put in any effort, right? From now on, you're gonna be hustling and busting your ass for a while. Good luck. Leonard's begging was to no avail. Marcus published as soon as he brought his court case public. Of course, this was an easy case for Marcus. Leonard was charged and had to pay a large sum of money to Marcus. He had earned so much money all of a sudden that he had spent most of it on a luxurious lifestyle. He had no money saved up. He also had just lost his only contract, so he had no job. He had to take out loans to pay back the money. The media also completely turned on him. They had documented Marcus's story as the tragedy of the century, and started punishing Leonard from every angle that they could make him look bad in. He was banished from his parents' house. He has no job, no house, and apparently lives in a tent near the river now.
Jordan, honey.
I'm working right now, Danielle. I can't answer the phone. But I can text you. What's up? Did something happen?
Oh, sorry. It's just that I feel kind of strange about something.
What's that?
I can't use my credit card. I don't know what I should do.
Huh?
I tried using your credit card for something and it didn't work the first time, so I tried going to different places and it wouldn't complete the payments every single time. I wonder why. Did I do something wrong?
Wait, hold on. You use my credit card? You don't use your own.
I never had my own credit card ever since I quit work, you know.
Is that so? But wait, how do you even have my credit card?
Did you forget? You gave it to me yourself, saying that I can use it in case of an emergency of sorts.
Did I really? Huh? But I guess something did happen? What did you try to use it for? You do know your allowance is deducted from my own salary, right? And that's used to get by on bills and food.
But I just didn't have enough to pay for something, is all. I was always using your credit card to pay for the difference, but this time I couldn't use it anywhere. Help me, honey.
Hold on a second. What do you mean by a difference? There's no way my salary doesn't permit you a good allowance. And we get some support to pay the rent. I don't think you should be so tight with money.
But what if I want to buy something I want? It just amounts to something I can't handle with my allowance. Being a housewife demands a lot from me on many different levels, you know?
Things you want, such as...
You know how a husband's worth is determined by how his wife looks? That's precisely why I have to choose wisely with what I wear, and that asks a lot of me. Beauty parlors and nail salons cost so much more than you think, Jordan. Without a credit card, I just can't do all that. Your salary is just barely able to cover everything you see. I need to keep your image as something grand and admirable, and that's why I'm using your credit card to buy things I believe will help you out. It's an obvious reason, right?
What do you mean, by my image? Who will be judging me as they look at my wife?
For example, the other mothers I'm going to meet in the near future.
We don't even have any children yet. Don't get ahead of yourself, Danielle.
Am I ahead of myself? But isn't it a little cute that I have a little bit of a careless, silly side?
What the actual heck? Danielle, I just had a look at the credit bill on my phone here. And it's been used up to its limit. And you've only used revolving payments?
It'll be stressful for you if such a large amount was deducted from your salary every month, right? Your wages just disappear so quickly, honey. It's actually sad. That's why I thought using revolving payments to only deduct the least amount of money would help you and me both. Aren't I the sweetest, kindest soul to walk the planet? I could actually be a genius. I don't mind a few compliments, honey bun.
I honestly have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Using this much money in the first, add in the fact that most of it is fashion shit, along with beauty stuff too. Huh? Why in the world is there a hotel name in here? What the hell is going on?
Aw, you can really check everything on your credit card bill nowadays, can't you?
You went to this place the same day as I went on a business trip. Who did you go to a hotel with? It also looks like you offered to pay for the entire thing.
I went with my friends, dear. They just really wanted to stay a few nights in a suite room in a nice hotel, so I kind of spoiled them on that occasion and paid for everything. What a kind person I am.
And why, pray tell, did you use my credit bill to pay for such a preposterous amount? Even I like to stay in a room like this, man.
Do you really? Well, then it's settled. That's what we're doing next time we go on a trip together.
That's not what I mean. Is this friend of yours a woman?
What? Yeah, she is.
Why would you offer to pay for something like that, in full no less?
I don't think that's any of your business.
It is my business, 1000%! That was my credit card you used to pay for it!
But we're married right now, so what belongs to you also belongs to me, right? Stop with the confusing stuff, honey. You're making me laugh.
Could you just tell me why you went to a ridiculous hotel like that? Just to relax with a girlfriend of yours?
Wait, what? What do you mean by ridiculous hotel?
The name on my credit bill is a suspicious name, and Judging by how much the payment really was, this was definitely not an overnight thing. You just walked in for a little break and then walked out. What are you doing? A little break with a friend of yours sounds weird.
It's karaoke, Jordan. These kinds of hotels have private karaoke booths, you know. We were only having some fun singing and drinking, rest assured.
I don't believe you. This feels wrong. I cannot understand how demented someone's value of money could be of this scale. I can't take it anymore.
Take what, darling? Why can't I use your credit card anymore?
I thought I told you why. You used it up. You're at the maximum limit of usage. You just have to wait until the next payment's done. Even I've never used my own card this much.
Is that what happened? Then how about this for the credit card bill next month? I'll give you my allowance back. Economizing, right?
Wait, what? You brought this on yourself, Danielle? I've just about had enough. And now that I think about it, you never cook anything anymore. And nowadays, we sleep in different beds. I suspected something was up with you, but I never thought you were using my credit card to have an affair.
Huh? An affair? Oh, you're so funny, darling. You know I'd never do something like that, right?
You're having an affair, I know you are. I checked the hotel's website, and reservations are for one man and one woman. Only. If this isn't proof, I don't know what is.
He's a very ladylike person. And I only think of him as a friend, so you have nothing to worry about.
There's no damn way I have nothing to worry about. You went out of your way and spent a whopping $1,000 to spend a night with this man. This is just ridiculous. And who proclaims herself a housewife even though she never does any of the housework? And is only concerned about how she looks. You mentioned something about other mothers, but lest we forget, you were the one who told me you didn't want children just yet, right?
That's only because I don't want to get fat and I'm also still young. So I just want to enjoy my freedom a little while longer.
But you're 30 already, damn it! I left you to your gallivanting because I thought that was making you happy, but who would have you meant you wanted to mess around with other men? Well then, dear, your wish is my command. We're divorcing.
Wait, I can't go along with that. If we're gonna get divorced, at least give me the house, please. And some compensation, too. Make sure you provide enough so that I won't have any difficulties with my new life, all right?
What the hell do you think you're saying? You're the one who's gonna pay, Danielle. The compensation, any amount you paid behind my back using my credit card.
You know that's gonna be impossible. In any case, since we are still husband and wife, what's wrong with using your credit card? It's also your job to pay for what your wife would like to have, you know?
Look who's talking, little Miss Love Affair. Why the hell do I have to pay for my own wife's affair fees? On top of everything else we depend on in order to survive.
It's not an affair, I'm serious.
Huh? Serious? Then you're in deeper shit than I thought. Why don't you just get out of my house, now? How about you go crying into the arms of that serious partner of yours, That's
not what I mean. I don't want to bother him with something stupid like this. We've been together for 2 years now, and he means more to me than you ever will, Jordan.
You got moxie, Danielle. I'm gonna give you that much.
He's a little tight with money these days, so I'm only helping him out is all.
He's using you is what he's doing.
How dare you say something terrible like that? You should be thankful that you were able to marry a beautiful woman like me and pipe down.
I didn't marry you so I could become your damn fanny pack, Danielle. And also, your first excuse for being so concerned with your look is because I have to have my husband's image and whatnot. Well, all you really want to do is appear respectable for that bastard of yours, huh?
Well, I guess that is part of it, but it's still none of your business. Do you really want to divorce me, darling? It's not every day you get married to this drop-dead gorgeous woman that is Danielle Perkins, after all. It'll be fine, darling. You pay the money and I'll do my best to stay beautiful for you. I think it's a win-win situation. What do you think?
Like hell it is! I'm just an ordinary office man. And I don't particularly care about my image. It's only a bother for me if you go about dressing up like a stupid celebrity. In any case, thanks to this little mishap, all of my doubts and suspicions have all washed away. And I feel great now. We're getting a divorce. You're paying compensation for the affair. You're reimbursing me everything you paid for using my credit card. And last but not least, you're never frickin' talking to me again.
So you're just gonna throw me out just like that?
I'm surprised you're surprised. I did tell you I suspected something for a while. There were nights you never came back home at all, and you never told me anything about your schedule. And I finally understand everything. I'm so glad I got proof too.
What do you mean by proof? Any moron nowadays can fake a credit card bill. Maybe I really did stay the night with a woman that night. Information on the reservation website could very well be a mistake, right?
Sure, but remember, you confessed that you were indeed having an affair. And that is serious now, didn't you?
I never meant that.
Go ahead, delete the messages, Danielle. You're too late anyways. I took screenshots, and the proof's all intact. You did confess to your crime after all.
I'm so sorry. I never meant it in that way, honest. But I really can't do anything about compensation and stuff. I won't bother you anymore from now on, and I renounce using your credit card for anything. Please, forgive me. Please?
Forgive you for what? Cheating on me? Misusing my credit card? Doesn't really matter. I have no intention of forgiving you for either of these. I already contacted my parents.
This is going too fast. There's nothing we can say to our parents yet.
We're getting a divorce, so it's freaking obvious. I expect you packed up and out of my house by the time I get home.
Where can I go, Jordan?
Maybe you should ask your lovey-dovey for help. In the event I find you at home, I will call the police.
But he also has a family, and I don't want to bother him.
Unbelievable. He has his own family, and yet he's willing to let someone else's wife pay for a night at a luxurious hotel. Yep, he's a good-for-nothing scumbag is what he is. 100%. But then again, so are you. So I guess you two really are made for each other. Well then, I'll leave you to your new life. And don't forget, I will get that money back. Prepare yourself, darling. Later on, Jordan hired a lawyer and discussed proceedings. And with the proof he'd saved on his phone, things went pretty smoothly. They went on demanding a signature on divorce documents and compensation from Danielle. She herself was told to leave the house or face the consequences. So she trusted her partner to help her and contacted him. Only to be immediately blocked and muted, because he thought things would get really difficult. He apparently never answered her calls again. And now, in order to pay for a credit card debt to Jordan, as well as a compensation, she borrowed money from her family. And she's currently working all-day shifts to pay them back.